This week's episode is brought to you by Fairy Godmother Travel, the only way to travel and the official travel agency of Communicore Weekly. Email communicoreweekly@fairygodmothertravel.com to book your vacation today. Again, fairygodmothertravel.com.
Communicore Weekly, wanna get geeky, bob around boats and five-legged goats. Communicore Weekly, you might get some freaky. Waited all week, I'm sure you already know this. Greatest online show. Welcome to season 3.
Hello, and welcome to Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show and home of the world's first pair of independently born identical twins. I'm George.
And I'm Jeff. And it's November by the time you guys listen to this. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the haunts are all over.
I know. I'm so sad.
Well, they're not over now because we're recording this right before Halloween.
I know, but it's still sad. I do have 2 more actually that I'm going to before the end of this month actually, so that works out well for me. But it's still sad. Why did you remind me?
Well, I just assumed the first episode in November you'd be like, hey, it's only 364 more days till the next haunt.
Hey guys, I'm so depressed right now because my favorite time of the year is done. And now the only thing to look forward to is next year.
Well, you can watch The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I can, but that doesn't scare me. All right, before I get too super...
But and all the Pee Wee Herman DVDs, too.
Oh, the Blu-rays, the new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's something to look forward to.
Heck yes, it's out already.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, they don't know that.
They don't. Well, they should
or
now.
Do they?
Go get the new Pee Wee's Playhouse Blu-rays. They look great, and that is not a paid endorsement. That is a personal endorsement, my friends. Go get them because they look fabulous. Speechless? Did I just shut you up completely? Okay.
I thought we were just moving on to the history.
Oh, okay. Then let's do that then.
It's time for Disney History.
Now, here at Communicore Weekly headquarters, we love going through old articles and magazines, just dealing with all sorts of general Disney history, because they give us like a great little snapshot of the times gone by, and it also really provides some interesting insight into how things were meant to be and how the Walt Disney Company originally envisioned some of their projects. For example, in the summer 1982 edition of Disneyland Vacationland, they had a pretty interesting article about Tokyo Disneyland and what it was going to consist of.
So, the article stated that Tokyo Disneyland will combine all the elements of showmanship, master planning, and quality which have made people everywhere look to the name Walt Disney for the finest in family entertainment. And of course, they weren't wrong. The Tokyo resort would eventually grow to include what is considered the most gorgeous Disney theme park in the world.
Yes, but now we're getting ahead of ourselves here since Tokyo Disney Sea would come much, much later on. So in the article, they went on to say, Tokyo Disneyland, a joint theme park project between Walt Disney Productions and Oriental Land Company, will open in 1983. It is Disney's first involvement in an overseas theme park. Many of the most popular shows and attractions from the Disneyland and Walt Disney World Magic Kingdoms, along with 3 new specifically designed attractions, will be featured in the 5 themed lands encircling Tokyo Disneyland's Cinderella Castle. By the way, very long run-on sentence. I don't know why they didn't break that up a little bit. It went on to say, with the design process virtually complete, many of the shows are currently being fabricated at Disney's Wet Enterprises facilities, the company's design and engineering arm.
Okay, so going on, the article says Pinocchio's Daring Journey will be a new attraction unique to Tokyo Disneyland's Fantasyland. The magic of Pinocchio's world as he is transformed from a wooden puppet into a real boy will be recreated in this charming show. Guests will meet many of Pinocchio's friends along the journey, Jiminy Cricket being among the favorite featured. Of course, we all know that this ride was also recreated for Disneyland's 1983 redo of Fantasyland as well, but it did remain unique to Tokyo Disneyland for very long.
Also new to Tokyo Disneyland are Meet the World and Japan 200 Degrees. 2 shows.
That's hot.
It is super hot. So it went on the AC.
Okay.
But there are 2 shows currently under design for Tokyo Disneyland and to be located in Tomorrowland. No, Japan 200 Degrees Theater, utilizing 5 projectors, will partially surround viewers with spectacular scenes filmed in various locations in Japan. And the spacious theater will provide a close-up widescreen view of the colorful show. Unfortunately, this show actually never came to fruition. They just didn't follow through with it for some reason.
Well, everything kept melting.
That's because it was really hot in there.
It was really hot in there. Anyway, okay, so Meet the World is planned as a multimedia experience focusing on the resourceful and adventurous ways in which Japan has grown and developed in the world community. The Meet the World show can be best described as a sort of reverse of the Walt Disney World Carousel of Progress, with the outer ring housing the 4 full stages surrounding a rotating inner ring, which will be the seating area.
Very clever, those guys.
So
very clever. After each act, the seating sections revolve 90 degrees, bringing the audience to the next era in Japanese history. Guests will experience the nation's saga through the magical powers of a storyteller who will transport them from prehistoric times up through the present. So, this show really was like the Carousel of Progress, and it also featured 2 young Japanese children and an anamorphic crane. It actually ran until 2002 when it was replaced by Monsters Incorporated Ride and Go Seek.
So the article goes on. A major conceptual expansion over its United States predecessors will be the totally climatized World Bazaar. Comparable to the Disneyland and Walt Disney World main streets, the World Bazaar will be completely protected by a roof to permit operation in all weather conditions. As an aside, this is a pretty brilliant idea, as Japan's weather can change pretty quickly, so having an indoor main street worked out really well for them. In addition to World Bazaar, where shops, restaurants, and picturesque courtyards will be themed to turn-of-the-century America, Tokyo Disneyland will include Adventureland, Westernland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland.
Visitors to Adventureland will leave civilization behind as they experience the mystery and romance of exotic tropical regions in the world and attractions like Pirates of the Caribbean and the Jungle Cruise. Westernland will afford Japanese citizens the opportunity to get a taste of the American frontier, recreated in the Diamond Horseshoe Review, Country Bear Jamboree, and the Rivers of America. And Disney favorites such as Mickey Mouse Review, Snow White's Adventures, Peter Pan's Flight, and It's a Small World will be among the featured shows in Fantasyland.
And Tomorrowland, like its United States counterparts, will offer guests futuristic thrills and attractions such as Space Mountain, Star Jets, and Circle Vision 360 degrees.
That's much hotter.
Throw that in
than
there.
the
It's
other
a
one.
lot hotter. Anyway, just as Walt Disney World was not an exact duplicate of Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland will not be a carbon copy of either park, yet its philosophy remains the same. Tokyo Disneyland will be dedicated to family entertainment, a place as old as yesterday and as modern as tomorrow, a place for children to enjoy the adventures of adulthood, and where grown-ups can once again enjoy the pleasures of being a child and be introduced to Duffy the Bear.
Yes, mostly.
Oh, wait a minute,
Duffy the Bear.
that wasn't in there. I just went off the
There was off
magazine
tangent a little
article.
bit. It did
Off
become
tangent.
Duffy Central over there because the Japanese culture kind of takes to Duffy a lot more than we do.
Yeah, it's kawaii. Kawaii. It's cute. Yeah,
Oh,
never mind.
is that what you were saying? I thought you were
It's the
saying.
Japanese word for cute.
I thought you were trying to say
Hawaii.
Hawaii and just failing miserably.
It sounds just like Hawaii, but with a K, so you go kawaii.
Interesting. I did not know that.
I learn a little bit of something every
The
once. I mean,
more you know. No?
It's
Okay.
the Communicore Weekly After School Special.
There you go. But yeah, it's interesting to see what they thought the park was going to be. I mean, it was for the most part, except for the few odds and ends that didn't actually come out when the park was open, and then how it changed over the years into something else, is another resort area to include Tokyo Disney Sea, which I still want to go see really badly.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't wait to visit Tomorrowland and see what the 1970s Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland looked like at
Right?
the time, since they've still kept most of it intact.
Yes,
which
they
is
did.
wonderful. But it's a great little park from what we've seen and what we understand, and we would love to know what you think about Tokyo Disneyland. Have you ever had a chance to visit it? Would you like to take Jeff and I on a trip to Tokyo Disneyland with you? I mean, we'll fit in a carry-on, I think.
I would totally fit in a
We
carry-on.
could do that. So,
Yeah.
well, anyways, give us a call on the Communicore Weekly Goat line at 424-785-4628. That's 424-785-GOAT. And let us know what you think about Tokyo Disneyland.
In the meantime, I'm going to start working on our swan boat time machine so we can go back in time and check it out for ourselves.
You don't know what you know till we know you. You just don't know. Here's one little fact we bet you didn't. One little fact we bet you didn't know.
Okay, so say Jeff gets his swan boat time machine working, and we get to take the opportunity to visit the vacation kingdom of the world back in the mid-1970s. And we want to enjoy a bob-around boat, and we'll take off from the Polynesian village. Well, that would have cost us back in the mid-70s about $8 an hour. That translates to slightly more than $35 in 2014. Now we knowed you.
He's a nerd, he's a geek, but we all like to hear him speak. So listen up to the words from his speech. It's George's Book of the Week.
Okay, so for this week's Book of the Week, it's wait,
What,
Jeff,
what-
I think somebody's at your door. You might want to go check it real quick.
my door?
Yeah,
My
somebody
door
might
at
be
work,
your
you
door.
mean? Because I'm at work.
Yeah, exactly. You might want to go check, see if Adam is there or Justin's there.
Like,
Matt?
to the front door?
I think they're sneaking up on you.
All right. I'm gonna go check. I'll be right back.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Well, now that he's gone, I want to talk about Jeff's new book, The Main Street Windows, A Complete Guide to Disney's Whimsical Tributes, which was just released this past October 14th. Yay. And I want him out of the way because he's, going to think I'm gushing and stuff like that. Okay. Right off the bat, this book is a must-have for any Disney fans or Disney history enthusiasts. I'm kind of amazed at the amount of time that he spent getting this book together, because he talks about the windows on the main streets of all 5 Magic Kingdom style parks. And I'm talking about Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, and even Hong Kong Disneyland. And I think I need a nap even after thinking about all of that. Okay. So even though, Jeff apparently has something to do with this weekly online show that we do, I'm not going to let that influence my review. You guys can trust me. Keeping my integrity as a reviewer and, keeping your trust as a reviewer is really important. That being said, this book is going to quickly become indispensable for anyone doing research about the Disney parks, not just about the windows, but about the people in the Disney company itself. Okay, so if you've ever visited a Disney park, you know that Imagineering spends a lot of time with all the details, trying to get them just right. And as you travel down Main Street, you notice all the windows on the upper levels of the businesses have names and illustrations. And you've heard a lot of them on our Windows of the Week segment. They're all different. They have different names, different illustrations, and the names are always tributes to the men and women who've played a significant role in creating the parks. But, a lot of the guests will question what the businesses associated with names actually mean. So Jeff tracked down all the windows, including the fictional ones, and gives us detailed biographical and historical information about each person. And yes, some of the windows are completely fictional and are just there for atmosphere. And of course, Jeff tells us about that, which is great because all hail Jeff. He'll love that when he listens to it later. There have been other books on the topic. Chuck Snyder's excellent Windows on Main Street comes to mind, but it's really short. And to the best of my knowledge, there's never been another book even remotely as comprehensive as Main Street Windows. Okay, so the layout of the book really makes perfect sense. Features 1 to 2 windows per page on a double page layout. So for instance, on the left side, you'll find the text from the window as well as a bio or explanation for the tribute. And on the right side, you have an actual photograph of the window from the park. In some cases, what Jeff presents is the only documented evidence from the parks. And I know I've struggled to make out what it says on some of the windows as I've made my mad dash back to the Haunted Mansion. So it's great to have the full text written out. And in many cases, Jeff's transcriptions are the only ones that I've ever run across. The largest sections are for Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom, in which every window is photographed. And for the foreign parks, every window is mentioned, but not every window is photographed, because sometimes I know from talking to them, not all the pictures came out very well, or they just couldn't get them. A great thing you'll notice from the edge of the book, too, is they use different colors for the sections. That makes it easy to jump to the yellow-orangish section is the Magic Kingdom one, but don't ask Jeff, he's colorblind, so you can find it. But a special shout out to Orchard Hill Press, the publisher of the book. They clearly put a lot of effort and care and attention into this book. The quality of the design is equal or better than many of the books that you see coming out of major publishing houses. So make sure to grab your copy of Main Street Windows by Jeff Heimbuch, who's on the show because he's got hungry mouths to feed. And also, while you're there, order a copy of Disneylanders by Kate Abbott by Orchard Hill Press, because it's an awesome book as well. And so now we just got to waste some time until Jeff comes back, and we'll pretend we were talking about, the Nickel Tour. The Nickel Tour is the best book about Disneyland.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You guys should all get a copy of the Nickel Tour because it's great.
You're talking about the Nickel Tour?
Yeah.
Did you just do the Book of the Week just now when I was down there?
Yeah.
Because I was down there for a while. I'm like, I looked, I didn't see anybody there. So
I knew there was somebody down there. Maybe check Justin's vlog to see if there's something there later.
Maybe he was sneaking around.
That may have been what it was. So,
okay. But you did the Book of the Week already?
Oh yeah.
I don't need to worry about it?
It's been covered now. We're good. We're good.
So we'll move on.
What we liked, what we didn't like, gays and the booze. 60-second review.
For this week's 60-second review, we are reviewing Marvel Universe Live, which we saw at the Coliseum this past weekend. And when I say we, I'm talking about my 11-year-old son, Sumner. So, Sumner, we went to see this live, not quite like Disney on Ice.
Marvel Universe Live.
Yeah, Marvel Universe Live. And did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Okay, thought it was really cool. Now, before we went, you did something special. Well, yeah, you wore a costume, right?
Yeah.
What'd you go as, or who'd you go as?
Iron Man.
That's right, you had your repulsors and your helmet and everything?
Yeah.
And was that cool to be there, dressed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw lots of other kids that were dressed up, right?
Yeah, it wasn't embarrassing at all.
Oh, good. I'm glad it wasn't embarrassing.
I thought it was going to be embarrassing, but nope.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And, okay, so we saw the Marvel Live show, and it's like two 40-minute segments with a 15-minute intermission. And the tickets we bought were about $25 a piece, and they were okay seats. They weren't expensive. But, okay, so what was your favorite part of the show?
I don't really have a favorite part, but...
I really enjoyed the scenes with Loki. I thought they were a lot of fun. And I thought the scene at the end with the Hulk was awesome.
That was really funny.
Yeah, I liked that a lot when the Hulk came out. But there were a lot of great special effects. You had people flying around.
Yeah, like, Loki had the best special effects, though.
He did have a lot of green circles when he used his powers.
Yes.
But people flew around. There was Captain Marvel was there. There were X-Men. There were
Mrs.
Avengers.
Marvel.
Ms. Marvel. They call her Captain Marvel, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. There were
Yes.
X-Men. There were Avengers. We had Captain America. We had Spider-Man. We had Iron Man.
3 X-Men, to be right.
That's right. There were 3 X-Men in there. Okay, so who would you recommend should go see Marvel Universe Live?
Probably anyone who, likes superheroes, likes Marvel, and...
Is this a good thing for families to go to?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there was an age group that was good for this?
I don't know. I don't think so, dude. It's probably good for every age. So
Okay. And I know that you were very envious, or you wanted a lot of the stuff that was on sale. Like the
Yes.
guys walking around, like the boomerang. No, the boomerang
Sorry.
was really cool. And they had a program that you could buy. They had swords and...
I wanted the swords.
Yeah, I know you wanted the sword, yeah. And this
But
stuff
it was like $25.
Yeah, it was very expensive. The merchandise was very expensive. So be prepared to take some money with you. And, I thought it was a good experience. We were on the fence. We didn't know if we were going to like it or not. But we were...
was good.
Yeah, the popcorn was good. But I don't think that was Marvel popcorn. No. So you think this is a definite? If you like Marvel, you should go check out Marvel Universe Live?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess for all the dads out there, Black Widow was there, right? Did I embarrass you? Yeah. And as a reminder, you can take cameras with you, just nothing that's professional. So you can take cell phone pictures or like point and shoots and stuff like that. And there were tons of kids dressed up everywhere. It really was cute and it was adorable.
There was a bunch of people dressed up like the Hulk and...
Yeah, Captain America. Captain America was the most popular.
Yeah, like there was this little toddler there dressed up like Captain America.
That's true. There was a little toddler, little baby dressed up like Captain America.
That was cute.
That was very cute. So it was fun. We had a really good time. It was a great guys' day out for the both of us. But I think moms would enjoy it. Sisters would enjoy it. Anybody who loves the superheroes would enjoy it. And have a really good time. So we want to thank you guys for listening. And go enjoy Marvel Universe Live.
60-second review.
Sometimes you might see it, sometimes you don't. Hey, look, what's that? It's a five-legged goat.
Now, I know in the beginning we talked about how the Halloween season is over, but I don't know about you guys, I totally want to go to the Van Tassel annual Halloween party. I think it'd be great. And I think I found a way to get our names on the guest list. So, if you head over to Sleepy Hollow quick service restaurant at the Magic Kingdom, if you peek into the window near the seating area, inside you'll see a piece of paper that actually has a guest list for their party on it. So in addition to Katrina and Ichabod and Brombones, you also see the names of Mr. and Mrs. Hans van Ripper, Mr. and Mrs. Dufaux Marteling, I don't know, I totally said that wrong, and Mr. and Mrs. Bruwo. Totally gonna have to figure out how to say their names for real before I meet them in person. But
and learn how to curtsy.
And curtsy. I need to learn how to curtsy because I don't know how to do that. The bottom of the list also includes a short shopping list of things needed for the party, such like smoked beef and extra oil for the lamps. And then, in addition to that, there's also a locket right by it, too, with pictures of Katrina and Ichabod in it. So it's a nice little tie-in to The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which, like George said, is a perfect fall film.
It is a perfect fall film and a great area to be in. Oh, any time of the year.
Liberty Square.
Liberty Square.
Which has George's favorite bridge.
Yes. Well, one of my favorite bridges.
One of his favorite bridges. I'm sorry, he's got more than one, guys.
Oh, I gotta have two. That's it. Just
you gotta have two favorite bridges?
It's like your children. You can't just have one favorite.
You can't just pick a favorite bridge.
No, I can't. Because we talked about it before. They destroyed both the bridges.
Have you seen your therapist lately?
They flattened the bridges. They took out their character, and they.
He totally avoided that question, guys. He just totally blew past that question. That means the answer's no.
No, my favorite bridge has got to be the one at Adventureland.
He's still talking about bridges,
the Magic
guys.
Kingdom.
I don't
I thought you said I had to answer the question.
No, maybe you didn't hear the question. I said, have you seen your therapist lately? Because you were talking about your bridge.
That question. Yes. I've got an appointment with Tobias sometime next week.
Okay, good. Good. I hear he's good.
Yeah, I heard he's good when he's not singing with the musical group.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Wow. Okay, well, that's enough fun banter for this week. At least I had fun in air quotes.
Much like our listeners do.
Just like our listeners. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of an episode and listening to us again.
Yes, please leave us a comment. Give us a rating on iTunes. We got another couple of you over the last week, and thank you very much for that.
Yeah, they were awesome. You can always email us at communicoreweekly@gmail.com and let us know your favorite bridge, what's your favorite thoughts about Tokyo Disneyland, anything like that.
Yeah, and also, because we have those awesome Communicore Weekly stickers now to give away, send us an email and we'll let you know how to get those stickers. People have been sending me self-addressed stamped envelopes, and I've been sending it back. Stomped. I don't know why I said it with an accent. Stomped. They stomped on the envelope.
If it's enough for them to go, they can take care of it, so.
That's true. But, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Communicore Weekly, because we always have fun over there. Fun.
It's on Twitter. Fun. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Imaginerding. He's at Jeff Heimbuck.
And of course, give us a call on the Communicore Weekly Goat line at 424-785-4628. Somebody just left us an awesome voicemail doing nothing but the ghost whistle, and it was great. So whoever you are, sir, thank you kindly.
Yes, we do.
We'll play that soon.
In impersonations. People can do impersonations.
Yeah, do a George impersonation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. There'll just be somebody sleeping. You can well, it's late on my side of the country when we're recording the show.
That's true.
And don't forget, you can pick up your copy of Communicore Weekly, the musical. Unfortunately, actually, there are bridges in the Communicore Weekly, the musical.
Musical bridges?
Lots of bridges.
I knew that was going to come up eventually.
Yes, they are. That's fantastic. So you can get your copy on Amazon, CD Baby, or iTunes, or listen for free on Spotify and Google Play.
And of course, visit the Communicore store at communicoreweekly.com, where we have some sweet t-shirts for you to buy.
Exactly. And please buy lots of them. For Jeff Heimbuck, I'm George Taylor.
And for George Taylor, I'm Jeff Heimbuck. Thanks so much for listening, guys and gals. We'll see you next time on Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show.
Magnet.